G'day and welcome back to our Third Emu War campaign in Hearts of Iron 4, going for the Weapons of the Third Emu War achievement. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slow one. We're just going to build some nukes, declare war on Japan, and then get invaded so we can nuke ourselves. Of course, the First and Second Emu Wars were held over here in Western Australia, which in this game apparently is called South Australia. Even though, I know I complain about this every time I play as Australia, they have this line right up here, which is the actual border between WA and Northern Territory and South Australia. But then they decide to make South Australia extend over here for some unknown reason. It's weird. And then they call this whole blob covering 4 different states, Central Australia, I don't know. And WA just this tiny bit instead of this third of the continent. Okay, Paradox. If you want to insult us... Oh yeah, speaking of insults, Perth over here. It's only worth 3 victory points, but if you go and take a look up at Darwin, which is half the size, it's worth 5 victory points. Give us a break. Alright, expand the Northern Railway. I guess we'll start going down this way. We get some more useful things than infrastructure. It's actually decent infrastructure way through the north up there. It's strange. We've got the WAGR and we don't have fantastic infrastructure where it actually covers. Although there's a lot of desert land in the centre there. Alright. And this is same supply zone. Northern Territory and Queensland, one supply zone. Fair enough. Department of Supply and Development. So after this, won't be able to do Allied Works Council until we do this. So I think we'll establish the Advisory War Council and then just start feeding down... Oh, research slot there. Okay. Go to Army Inventions Directorate and then keep going down to the uranium mining because we have to get that before this atomic research finishes. So we can get the bonus on both of them. Alright, so we've got a while. And this song, again, keeps coming up. I hate it. Conduct negotiations with other countries. Is there anyone we would care to talk to? I forgot we had the Philippines in our little thing as well. Alright, Department of Supply and Development. Establish the Advisory War Council. Thank you. And forgot we were going to do the thing. Free trade. Gives the research time reduction. Volunteer only. I mean, we could go limited conscription if we had completed citizen military forces. Okay. We can go to partial mobilization now because tension's up. So I think that would be a good idea. And we're not going to be building an army or a navy. Air Force got the Reformer for experience gain. I think the air accidents chance reduction would be worth going for later. Air combat training, not so much. So yeah, not particularly useful in the high command. We do want to go for... What was the dude? Did we already get him? Yeah, it was the silent workhorse I was thinking. Support the policy of appeasement, which we can't do. Rats of Tobruk. Our brave soldiers have proven themselves adept at desert warfare and scavenging from the battlefield. They harass the enemy, striking from their bases and then retreating before the counterattack. Gain an elite unit in Sydney. Interesting. You have to be in the faction with the UK though, obviously. Any state controlled by Australia is not in Africa. Yeah. Alright, so we've got preemptive intervention ready to go when we want to declare war on Japan. The Singapore strategy. Australian proposal about the Singapore strategy. Wonder what that would do. Alright, France and Britain announced their alliance. We finish a bunch of stuff. Next focus was going to be the National Security Act. Consumer goods factories down, factory output, and national... I didn't notice national unity was so low. Great Depression. Alright, get them started anyway. And research needs to be... I mean, you could do radio. I guess doing some radar would be a good idea. Just in case the Japanese, in their invasion, decide to bring over more planes than we can handle. Alright, next modification to government was going to be... I can't even remember. Nothing... Quartermaster. Rocket sites, right? Yeah, nuclear reactor construction speed. Do that before I forget that he exists. No, it's years off before we can actually do them. What else does he help with? Air base, naval base, all the radar stations and nuclear reactors are all we're going to get the quartermaster to help with. Horufan. Jack Beasley. Wonder if he's Kim Beasley's relative. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, do we have... Yeah, we're infantry equipment positive. We've got tons of fighters already. Speaking of which, army inventions have to be next. Wars spur innovation and creativity, and the government needs a way to sort the good ideas from the bad. A new specialised patent office will be dedicated to determining which of the many submissions to the government have any value. If you didn't know, an Australian invented the tank that was eventually used in World War I by Britain. You can change political advice. No, what are we going to do next? We got 100. Yeah, alright, we'll decide after this. When you're ready. There we go. Give us an extra research slot. Got a year. Year and a third or so to finish getting through. Civil construction, allied works, Northern Railway, arms production. This just needs Northern Railway and arms production. Yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 5. Yeah, alright, that'll work out. So for uranium mining, ready to go a couple of months before we need to use the first of the research bonuses. And then we would swing around, I think, and go for this one. Invest in victory. Squash the squander bugs. Fight work or perish. Research collab. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep going down this path and building them probably pretty soon. Alright. So you got the mobilization, got the free trade. The number of planes we're going to need probably won't use up this manpower. And we have to do citizen military forces before we can unlock that anyway. Don't need a chief. A theorist, air warfare, air doctrine research time. Sure, why not? And what are we building at the moment? Tasmania and Queensland. Well, Queensland's going to get quite a few. Alright. Got the interventions. Next, civil construction core. And we're going to build, or we're going to research. 1940 takes a bit far ahead. Is this the... Yeah, it's a 5%er. But I think we'll do one more first. Let's go 39 tech. Go for the concentrated industry, because we're going to switch up where the things are built. So I don't think we'll need either of them. Just keep it to our core territory. And maybe do Queensland last, because we're closest to the Japanese onslaught. I wonder if New Zealand's been trying to break free. Technology sharing with Britain. Really? Arrest pacifist... I thought I said Pacific. Arrest pacifist leaders. Stomp out pacifism. Second New Zealand Expeditionary Force. Send volunteers tension limit minus 50%. Max volunteer forces plus 1. Interesting. He's gone for strengthening the Commonwealth over adding 500. Holy crap. Must be easy for them to break free. He can join the Comintern. Independent New Zealand. Can create factions, but doesn't give them the faction like the Australian political tree does. Focus tree. What was our one? It was Southwest Pacific Initiative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 focuses in. 420 days in. Interesting. Our own empire. So if you abandon the Westminster system, that lets you go fascist to support the Indonesian uprising. Dutch East Indies gets civil war. Send volunteer tension limit down. Yeah, okay. Fate of Czechoslovakia. And our civil construction corps. And Zog has submitted. Alright, so we want What do we want? The Allied Works Council was the next one across. Yeah, okay. And support the policy of appeasement. You know, I want to see where that actually is. Support the policy of appeasement is instead of never another Gallipoli. The costs of the last war still weigh heavily on the national memory. If making territorial concessions half a world away can keep Australia out of war, then we should certainly consider these concessions. 3% technology sharing bonus from Commonwealth Research. I wonder if that's 3% per country. Alright, radio detection. Let's get our decimetric radar on. And we can nearly do an actual thing. So the material designer. I mean, infantry equipment, but do we want to do it at all? I don't think there's anything else for us to spend the points on. Smooth talking charmer. Yeah. We didn't have anybody else in the high command that we want. Air combat training was just ace generation. I'm not going to need an air force long enough to worry about it. There's really nothing to spend it on. So let's just go infantry equipment. Let's keep points going so we stop getting the pop-up. And what is happening up here? It's like China's beating back the Japanese in the north. And they are heading into Nanjing pretty quickly. Nanjing, Nanchang. Ningbo's not worth much. Yeah. Shanghai's only worth 10. Interesting. Alright, concentrated industry is all good. Is this from the US? US Research. Membership provides 10% bonus. I wonder if that only comes from him, or if it comes from everybody we can get into our faction. Hey, Illy's joined. And Molotov Room Drop. Alright, Allied Works Council makes way for Australian arms production. It's a conversion cost. Let's just go for the infrastructure first. Come on, Australia. Yeah, do we still outpace the Kiwis? That's the important thing. They have 3 divisions to our 7. We have 9 ships to their 2. We have 520 planes to their 100. 6 civilian, 2 military to our 17 civilian, 12 military. Yeah, I'd say we could kick New Zealand's butt. Labour Party. Pretty sure... No, Labour Party is spelled wrong like that. Alright, France has banned communism. It may have been necessary. And Great Depression. We were going to do something to get rid of that, weren't we? Squash the squanderbugs? No. Work, fight, or perish. Replace Great Depression with All In. In the research collaboration. We have to be at war to do it. And yeah, it replaces this one, because we can't do this without going through Classify Aliens, which needs strengthened ties with the UK. No? You're saying it only requires Volunteer Defence Corps. So can we do that? Plus that. Guess that would be our 5, wouldn't it? I assumed we couldn't do that because of this line over here. Alright, Nanjing has fallen to the Japanese. Oh, yep. Nice little counter-offensive there. So, what does Japan have near the start? What was that, like 85 divisions? To China? Yeah, China's got more, but their equipment's a lot weaker than Japan's. How many planes? Oh, we've nearly got the 600 planes. Alright. Poland refuses German ultimatum. So, there's the war on Poland. England's in war. Lucky we got out of it. And yes, our national focus is Australian arms production. Should still have enough time. Yeah, 6 months. Decimetric radar is coming out. Let's go for the improved decimetric radar. And we should probably think about actually building the radar. In the centre. Because there are no ports in the centre that they can land on. They can land in Darwin, Townsville, Brisbane. Well, I've only ever actually seen them land in Darwin, but Presumably, they're capable of landing other places. Political advisor, no. Now next, well, actually, might go for one next. Smooth talking charmer, trade deal opinion factor. Improve relations opinion. Maybe. Backroom backstabber. Ideology drift. You know what? Do him just for the political power gain. Why not? Luxembourg have joined the Allies. And the Netherlands. Luxembourg's capitulated before we even got rid of the pop-up. Yeah, still on our base political power production. Alright, this is September of 39. Belgium joined the Allies. Come on, Menzies. Fall of Warsaw. Poland's capitulated. It didn't take them long. 5th of October. Alright, 2 more days. Come on. Alright, backroom backstabber. USSR is given Eastern Poland because of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Act. Advanced machine tools are done, so yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We can get the extra construction stuff that we're going to need for the factories. So we're at minus 18%. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, Australian arms production is coming. Then we can knock out our uranium mining. Netherlands have capitulated. Yeah, I should actually look up where most of the uranium mining is. I grew up knowing it was in WA. I think it's up in the Kimberleys up here somewhere. And Northern Territory. I think it's through these old mountain ranges up here. Same mountain range. It's about that high in real life. Alright, Australian arms production is done. So, uranium mining. With 47 days to spare. And how's the rest of the world doing? Let's go watch France. Let's go watch France get its butt handed to it. Looks like the Italians have swept around the mountain forts. Well, it hasn't actually built the mountain forts yet. Well, definitely marching on Paris quickly. And there goes Paris. It's like there was nobody even there. Alright, they are at their 30% as well, so it won't take too long. They actually took it back. The death of Hesse. Oh no. So, yep, France is gone. Belgium wouldn't have fallen yet. You have to take Antwerp, Brussels, and one of the other cities. So either this one or that one. Actually, was this one? Yeah, I think you have to take 2 of them. Plus Brussels and Antwerp. So the few guys left doing the fight, now they're gone. Alright. The Axis is all over Europe. And Japan. Oh, pardon me. Japan hasn't joined the Axis yet. I don't think they usually do that until they... Well, here we go. Axis leanings. Opinion of Japan and opinion of Germany. Requires sever Sino-German ties. Yeah. I wish that occasionally the HoI would choose Daitoa Kaioakin. Yeah, well. Alright, that'll be finished soon. What are we doing after this one? Where we're going... What was that? Dominate the skies. Air Doctrine. And the WAF. Alright, no, we're going to go through Invest in Victory next. Volunteer Defense Corps. And yeah, I don't know why that line is there. Is that because... Alright, it's because Ratzer-Tobruk needs Volunteer Defense Corps, not because citizen military forces need strengthened ties. Fair enough. Japan has joined the Axis, as expected. Uranium mining is done. Invest... Oh, we have to be at war to invest in victory. Wasn't that typical? This means we can't get anything there that we want. Just have to be at war to get either of the extra research slots. Well, we'll build down there and get ready for it. Meantime, Japan's making a nice north-south line on China. And what was this dude's name? Thomas Blamey. Alright, we'll call this 1st Royal Australian Regiment. First and the only. Alright, fallen to defense score, and yeah, 30 odd days. What else are we doing? Doing the radar. Should we push that up higher? Maybe do it before Queensland. Just want to make sure the radars are actually built. Because I hate to get all the way to having nuclear weapons ready and being invaded, but then not having the stuff to actually do anything. Alright, German interest in Scandinavia. Denmark's joined the Allies. Norway will soon follow. Alright, construction's done. Decimetric radar is done. So, 1940 is now. Cool. Centimetric radar, thank you. And this reduction that USA already has. Xinjiang joined the Comintern. Norway joined the Allies. All good. Yep. Alright. Seven, 6. Come on, buddy. I just want this done. I want to click on this button. Neighbours building nuclear reactors. So 711 days, you reckon? And that isn't showing what we're... There we go. 682 days. So it's not a 50% bonus, obviously. Maybe it would be 50% if it was 1943. Doesn't matter, we're doing it. Okay, well, I'm going to take a short break here. So thanks for watching, hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to see you again soon. See you later.